I'm Tristan Giorgio. I'm a senior at Chapman, and I'm studying business administration. Um, and I started really getting involved with music my senior year of high school, and especially when I got to Chapman. It just became something that when I stopped playing sports, I needed something to be passionate about and spend my time with, and music was kind of the answer for that. It was just something that I could listen to and do every day. Yeah, so a couple of my favorite artists would probably be, well, definitely my first favorite artist would be Kendrick Lamar, because he's just kind of been one of the leading rappers in the past 5 years. In terms of just the quality of his music is at such a high standard that um, I mean, he's the first and only rapper to win a Pulitzer Prize, which is pretty impressive. And then another one that I really like is Young Thug, just because he's one of the most creative rappers in my opinion, and the sound he creates is super unique. So I like him a lot. I mean, I don't know if he'd even be considered up and coming anymore, but a rapper like Lil Baby, who's connected to Young Thug. Young Thug kind of introduced him to the rap game, I guess. And he's not taken advantage of, but really um, becoming super popular in trap and that subgenre of rap. And he just has that perfect sound and that perfect flow that he sounds pretty good on almost any trap beat. So he's kind of has that perfect recipe for blowing up and being the recipe for a trap hit, I guess you could say. Yeah, and then another artist that I think is pretty upcoming, and his name's already getting pretty big now, is Polo G. He's on the XXL list for 2020, the freshman list, and he just has again a really good flow, which is kind of the number one thing in today's hip hop is flow, I guess, because it's kind of a pretty general thing, but it's ultimately just how you sound on a beat and how you can kind of catch a beat and your rhyme scheme and everything. But yeah, Polo G is really good at rapping, and his beat selection, which is another big thing, is okay. But when he chooses a good beat, then it really shows off how good he is, and just I don't know how good his flow is and everything. Yeah, I'm planning to, honestly, I'd really love to work for a label, and do something called A&R, which is just artist and repertoire, which really just means scouting talent and finding upcoming artists and signing them to a label. And they also kind of act as a liaison between artists and labels and handle all the communication for that. I think that'd be an amazing job, just because you get to travel around and meet all these artists and get a great network going. And really anything working for a label starting off, I would be happy doing anything. But that's probably the ultimate goal, is to do A&R once I'm established.